again. And when we left, let's let everyone know it here. Just need to see people here. All right, we're back. Everyone in the world knows. Hey, John, how are the mosquitoes treating you there? So far, well, it's a great question. There are, um, they are around. I notice most mosquito bites I get are in the ankles, and so if I'm wearing socks, then they're less likely to bite me. And then sometimes if they're really aggressive, I'll get bit, like in my elbows or something. They're not. They don't feel like they're out today. I don't know why. So, but it's a great question. I do have the little bug zapper just in case, and so maybe once in a while we'll hear a zap. But they're not terribly prevalent at the moment. But they may make their way. If it's really annoying, I'll get out the tennis racket. Oh wait, is my you guys can't hear me. Okay, we're live now. I mean, we were live. It just my audio was not live, or as live. It was a little messed up. So now we have better audio frequency for you here. All right, we're going back to this painting here. Now we were kind of in a weird conundrum. This is always the case with a painting, I find. It can only get worse from here sometimes, as they say, but maybe not. Maybe there is some hope here, and we'll make a lovely painting from it. Yeah, mic is low. Matthew, it's I didn't have the button turned on. I think you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? We can thumbs up. I think you can hear me now. I'm pretty certain you can hear me now. Okay. Nice, better. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, we're back. Let's Paint TV. Now, we're in a conundrum. I think we're going to move on to the oil paints. I believe so. I think it's time to maybe go to the oil paints. That's just a thought. I don't know if it's warranted. And once you go to oil, you can't go back, kind of thing. It's sort of the truth to the matter, truth to the power. I see something move. I got some more stuff, more yellow stuff I can put in here, but I can do that with the oils. I think now I'm gonna go with the oils. Okay, now we have to clear out all this stuff here, my acrylic stuff, because we're not going to be doing acrylic now. We thank you acrylics. Thank you for helping out on making this painting, in the process of making this painting. But we're now going to move on to the oils here. And so there you have it. There we have it. All right. Fantastic. Though you don't see me making the move, do you? I'm not really moving that fast on doing this, because I guess I'm second guessing myself. But I think I may do just that. Move on to the oils. And then in hopes that I can leave some of the
the existing aspects that I had going, aspect ratios. I believe that's where we're headed. I think that's the idea. It's definitely the idea. So, without further ado, I just I think that's the purpose. That's my purpose in life right now. There's nothing else I need to do. I don't need to check my emails. Okay, let me just check my emails one more time here. Okay, see, there's nothing there. See, there's nothing, and it's all great. It's all set up for me to move on and get on with this painting. So with that in mind, let's clear this mess here if we can. Okay, so I gotta clean these brushes first a little bit at least. Let's maybe just try to clean them, but I'll just leave the water mostly. I'll leave them in the water and put them off to the side. Okay, so we'll put you off. I could just move this whole table over there. Why don't we just do that? I could do that. Then we don't have to get all. Okay, that's the thing about. If you had more, if we had like what we need, Let's Paint TV needs a warehouse is what we need for all our toys. Okay, that's not gonna happen today, maybe never, but it's an option. It'd be a good option. Okay, so that's good. We just kind of push it off to the side. One less, saved us some time at the very least. So now, what are we gonna do next here? We're gonna break out the oils. Is what we're gonna do. Yeah, let's break out the oils. Okay. Or let's just hang out. We could just hang out. That's always good too. It's always fun to just hang out. It is a question. There's always a question about one's productivity. How productive should we be? And frankly, it is a good question. But we do need to make a buck. We do need we got to have a job, and so maybe we should get going here and get back to work. Get back to work. But it's not work. See, and that is the constant. That is the conundrum. Where we are, we always constantly exploring through the pleasure zone of painting and creativity. It is not just, it is not a job. It's a lifestyle, it's an existence. What do they say when you join the military? They say it's not just a job; it's an adventure. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true in that regards. Not for me. I don't. It's kind of hard to see how that. It's not the adventure I want. But okay. Okay, we have some white wine here. Got a little white wine. Thanks for asking, Kilimanjaro. So, the Navy commercials are good, huh? I guess so. I haven't seen those in a while. Commercials are good. Are the Scientology commercials? Have you seen those? Those just make you want to join Scientology, right? What are you talking about? You know, the whole goal of a commercial is so that you want to buy into it. You want to join or buy the product and stuff. It's a very deceptive operation, isn't it? It's very manipulative. Okay. Let me get my gloves on, and let's put some paint down here. Ugh. I'm a big fan of doing the 10,000 steps. I'm always advocating that, and today I did not even come close, and I was an utter failure, and I feel like I'm going to pay the price because of that. But they say it's good to, kind of take a day off. I've taken a couple of days off now. Oh, we'll get back into it. I did take a break from watching CNN. That's good. I didn't watch any CNN today. Or I did. No, wait a second. Did I watch? But I watched a few seconds of it or what? It's like I didn't watch like 5 hours of CNN. Well, at least it's better than I was not watching Fox News for 5 hours. I think if you watch Fox News for 5 hours versus if you watch CNN for 5 hours, I think I know people want to make CNN as if it's some sort of left-wing liberal fake news, whatever, or at least they paint it that picture. But come on. Compare that to Fox News on the extreme right. CNN is clearly not as, leaning to whatever spectrum that you are, polarization as bad as the Fox News. So what I'm trying to say is if you were to watch Fox News for 5 hours a day, you versus to watch CNN. I'm one that has watched CNN for 5 hours a day, and look at me. I'm still I'm somewhat well mannered. I'm not I'm not mad at any particular segment of society. I'm not making judgments and all that kind of stuff. All right, so anyway, let's get on with the painting. I got some gloves on here, and I feel like I'm I feel as though I have my equilibrium. My place on Earth is at peace. I'm at peace. Not because I watch CNN. Way too much, and actually I feel better that I didn't watch hardly any today. And in fact, you should. And then if your preference is to watch, say, Fox News or some right-wing bullshit, you also are better off not watching a bunch of that either, because the media does compound, and it just makes it like rock cocaine. And you just become a nutcase if you watch too much of it. Whatever spectrum you're on, whatever polar opposites you're on, or if you're somewhat, in the middle. Which apparently there's not many people that are just sort of. I guess you can't be in the middle, and I guess that's probably impossible to really be in the middle. But. Okay, I'm kind of finding my way into this paint. So yeah, we're gonna get the oil paints going here. So we kind of decided that the acrylics are done. We kind of pushed them off to the side here. And I'm trying to get into painting here. I really am. Though I just got into talking about other stuff here. Because what's the hurry here? What's the hurry, as we talked about this earlier? What is the hurry about doing anything? It's a question of our existence, isn't it? It's a true existence, existential. I tell you, it is some true existential stuff here. So that is fascinating stuff, isn't it? Life, how we go about life, the various fights, if we have any fights that are not physical fights, but just just mental fights that we're battling with, or little battles that we have. Well, it could be physical too. Maybe sometimes it's better off to have it. I don't know about necessarily physical. Yeah, that's generally not a good move, but I think that's where sports can kind of release a lot of that, right? And we haven't had much sports. Sports are coming back, right? We got baseball now and basketball. Like for some reason I'm just not feeling the basketball. Like that's over, like that. I don't know why they're even bothering with basketball, bringing basketball back, because it came and went, it was already going, and there was no conclusion, and I guess they're going to try to do that. I think they should just move on and just call it a day. Football's coming up. All right, anyway, those are my thoughts on it all, but we'll see. It all works out. Look, we can have ideas and thoughts or concerns that reservations, but at the end of the day, it doesn't. Things work itself out one way or the other. And I got speaking of that, we're kind of hoping and looking forward to maybe getting rid of our sort of strange predicaments that we're in right now, and we think that and time will resolve it. Time will resolve it, whatever it is. So it's true, time will resolve it. So we do that's always the advantage of looking forward, I think. Right? I think. Okay. Not that I'm making any sense here. I'm kind of all over the place here again. Okay, so we're going to get some. I'm just kind of mustering the energy to get going here with the oil paint and getting that all up and running here. So once we get going on with that, we'll be good to go here. I'm just kind of laying down the paint here, as you can see. I got some various colors out here. All right, let's put some black. I don't know if it's ivory black or lamp black. It's just it's ivory black. Okay. What else do we need? White. Let's get some white. All right, get some white. And that'll be a good. We got some yellow. We got some red. We got some blue. We got some alizarin crimson. Some white. What else am I? A green. A little. What the heck? Some green, right? Got to get some of that green, which is somewhat dangerous, but after all, this is a lot of green here. So let's get some green here. Okay, phthalo green. It's a very dangerous color. I mention this a lot. The phthalo green, any green, by the way, is a very problematic color in the use as an artist painting with it. Just from my own experience, true. It's my own experience, but it has been pointed out by other artists too. So I'm not the only one that's pointed this out. Whatever green you're using, you have a tendency to, and me too. I tend to use phthalo green all the time, and when you should probably explore other greens, other opportunities to use a different type of green. And so anyway, I just read that in a book, and I think that's very, very insightful. I thought it was probably the best part. You know. All right, let's get our brushes out. Pull these guys out. Oh, I got this big brush. Whoa, maybe we should bring this guy out. Might not be necessary, but whoa. Let's bring him out. Let's bring this guy out. Whoa. Look at that guy. That guy's a monster. These are some cheap paper towels too. Okay, let's see if this is gonna help. Let me pull out the other brush too. Another mid-sized brush. This is probably the one I'm gonna use mostly, but I want to use that big one too. So I did see some more yellow. Let's go again. We kind of did this yesterday. We want to introduce the oil paint. Maybe do some kind of more of a dry, brushy feel, kind of like a rub on your ribs and stuff. You know, just kind of some body blows with the paint. Not really where I headed. Not sure if that's really the correct way to look at it, but this is just a thought. Just a thought, man. Just kind of going with it, the idea here. So this area here was actually needing some white, yellow. So let's fill that up. Use the fan to get some circular air going here, if we could. Okay, we're in the process of painting here. And we've introduced the we've introduced the oil paint to everything here. So there's kind of like no turning back now, which is fine. I kind of have a better relationship with the oil, but it's not always, it's a love-hate relationship, as with it is with any other, as with life. Okay, there's some stuff here. There's a whole bunch of stuff here that kind of didn't catch and release. Might have to let that come back and mess with it or something. It's always an option. We have plenty of options here. Okay, let's see if we can fix it. Am I drinking paint thinner? Yeah, no. By all means, that's not a good thing to do. Okay, what am I gonna do here? I can't do it. Let's raise it. Let's raise this so I can do that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Good. Already a lot better. Maybe it's better. I don't know. okay. I don't know what you're talking about. But speaking of Mr. Bean, he is in a. I was surprised. I saw him in a movie, a TV episode series, where he's a detective in Paris. He's like a Paris detective. He's like, and they bill him as like, sort of a. Sherlock Holmes of Paris, and it's kind of it's kind of okay. I don't know if I watched a whole bunch of these shows. I just ended up seeing one or two of them. Let's get some green going here. Okay, it feels good though. We're introducing the oil paint. I feel better about it all somehow. Again, I don't always know what I'm doing. I really don't. Okay, that's this guy. Yeah, let's bring that guy out. Maybe I'm not going to use the big brush so much after all, because this is all kind of available for me. And then this guy here. This guy goes way up there, doesn't it? Yeah. I want to avoid some of the dripples. What's going on? You like the dance moves, David? Yeah. It is a dance painting, you know? It really is. It's like a dance. It can be. Particularly when you start feeling the mojo of it all. Now the goal, I think, with this painting, between the multiple areas that we got going on, multiple depths, is to try to keep the fun going with, but keep the various parts medium still accessible in terms of, yeah, we have some spray paint thing going on, and then we got the acrylic going on, and I'm keen on trying to keep that going, but I don't know if that, at some point we lose some of it, but I think we're hoping to keep those elements. Travis is liking the painting. Connor is on a bunch of ketamine right now. Wow. Okay. I'm not here to. I can't. I cannot condone any of that. Whatever the hell that is. Be careful out there, Connor. Be careful. Be safe. If you can. I know it's hard. And so just be careful out there if you can. Okay. All right. Okay. I think the unfun aspect of oil paint is there's the need to usually wear gloves, which you can see my gloves are chock full of paint and all that stuff, but it's no fun to wear the gloves, I gotta say, generally speaking. And particularly on a hot day. Not terribly hot today though. Not terribly hot at all. So we'll get through it. Though I think I might we got a nice base, you know what I'm saying? And let me get rid of this. I'm gonna get the gloves just annoying, and with that we can take a little break. I'll get a little more wine and we'll come right back. You're watching Let's Paint TV. We're doing it all, sort of, kind of. We're trying life. We're trying with the life, my friends. Okay, be back in about a minute. Okay. Okay, we're back. Let's get some new gloves going on here, and let's get some paint going here. We'll probably just go another good half an hour of putting some paint down. Like, I haven't really resolved this area on this side, but we're going to move over to this side here too now. It'll be fun. And you know, sometimes you start working on the other side, then the side that you're not so sure about starts to come into play in terms of being resolved. It might, basically, what happens more times than not, the side, because you worked all around, there's a cohesion, and then your eyes start playing around, and next thing you know, the side that you left and thinking, oh, I'll come back to it and mess with it, is actually done. Now, I'm not convinced that that's the case, but let's move over here if we can, because it may just be that, but we're not. You know, I can't make that decision. I see some things. You know, I see some things over there. I do see some things over there. Yeah. Yeah, boy. No. All right. Okay. Let's get some more gloves going here. Yeah, so we moved on to the oils, and I'm glad we moved to the oils. And I think the goal is to, you know, leave some of the spray paint, leave some of the acrylic in the final version. We don't want to get rid of it. We want to leave some of it. We want to keep it somewhat disjointed as I am. As I tend to be, as I can be. I'll tell you, the one place where you can be disjointed and actually celebrate it is in Creativity Town. It really is. It's the one place where you are allowed to fly your freak flag, basically. How, you know, now how freaky do you want to get? I don't know. I mean, that's up to you, and that's you know, that's probably not the right word to use. But okay, here we go. Let's get some of this activity going on here. Work on this side here. In fact, let's just bring our reference, this photo that we're working on. Let's just put it purposely over here so I kind of look at it from this angle. That would maybe help, I guess, possibly. And okay, this one's kind of lighter, so let's. What are you gonna do? You're gonna fall in. I think we tied that in, so I think we're okay. Sometimes when you work on a painting like this, you're kind of there's some. Well, I guess there's sort of the enjoyment of it all, and you kind of maybe don't want to stop because you're having a good time. I'm not saying that I'm having a great time with this, but that kind of comes in and out. That the ebbs and flow of it all is there in terms of I'm having a good time painting this, more so than not, but there is also the idea of like, okay, I want to resolve this, and also I'm having some frustration, and I'm not really convinced I know what I'm doing, and I'm questioning all this stuff. Yeah, that's all there too. But I think that we're overall having a good time painting this. So it would be a shame to have to end it But we'll just have to paint another painting. Just gonna paint another painting. That's all we gotta do. Just do that. Paint another painting. Move on to another painting. That's what we do. Just keep painting if you can. Kind of going lighter than what I had overall, but I think that that's sort of asking for it. So I sense that there's that need to do that. Here, this one, there's another little guy here. I could put that in. What the heck, huh? Now we're not going to get it. Again, we're not looking for full-on accuracy. We're just getting an approximation of it all, if possible. Yeah, it turns out I'm not using the big brush. At least I don't feel like I need to or I want to. Okay, so I think I'm a little trying to make sense of it. I am using the photo as reference. So it's not really. Always so well figured out. We're gonna put this guy here because I see there is a lovely little guy there. So let's get that guy going there. Maybe just go a little darker with it all. Add some ivory black to it. Some splatter stuff. Well, I'm not going to worry about the splatter. That can stay, maybe. This guy seems to want to be recognized. I see it. I see you. Let's bring out this. I was kind of complaining about not getting a good solid black, but now I got a black going on, so with the oils. So. You guys still there? It's kind of quiet over there in the chat room. Chats are not on fire right now. We have load. Your competitive gaming. Okay, Travis. Okay. Kilimanjaro wants to know my top 3 movies. Okay, good. I need to be sidetracked. I enjoy being sidetracked to some degree. At least now I do. I appreciate that. And top 3 movies of all time. That's a good question. I don't know if I have a top. I don't want to just bail on the idea that I can't come up with top 3 of all time. But what would it be? I just don't know. Okay, I'll just give you some obscure ones. These are my go-to obscure movies of all time. Somewhat obscure. Top 3 obscure movies of all time. Number 1, Damnation Alley. Damnation Alley. All right. So it's a post-apocalyptic apocalyptic movie. Okay. Damnation Alley. And then number 2, Sharky's Machine. Sharky's Machine, starring Burt Reynolds. And then number 3. Now those two, that's kind of questionable. I'm not really sure why I always go to those. They're not really that great, but they have special meaning to me. You know what I mean? And so that's why I say they're my favorite movie. I wouldn't watch them again, frankly. Okay, and then Groundhog Day with Bill Murray and Andie MacDowell. Those are my 3 movies. I mean, they're pretty obscure, and of course, Groundhog Day. That could clearly be on most people's top 3 movies of all time, just for the content itself. For the content, I'm not talking about like anything other than, whatever. It's what is the reasoning how you come to whatever how you come up with the greatest movie of all time. I don't know. But there's a lot of good movies out there, and have been. Oh, this thing we have just begun here. We have literally just begun on this painting, because I'm feeling like. But I love sort of how it's somewhat abstract. I love that. But I'm looking for a balance here, and I don't know if I'm achieving it as well as I could or should. We're working on that part, the balance, or some kind of balance. I don't know. Why are we looking for balance? I don't know. I'm not sure. Why do we need balance in a painting? Travis, what do you got saying there? Groundhog Day is a good movie all year round. Yeah. Right? Kilimanjaro, top of my list, but I wouldn't watch them again. Yes. Well, but the thing is, I would not watch any movie again. I don't want to watch a movie again. I've seen it already. Why do I want to see a movie again? I don't want to see the same. I already saw it. That's like growing up. People would see Jaws. It was like, I saw Jaws 50 times. It was like, you could not believe. You could not believe how insane that was, and how insane. And look, I don't mean to ruffle any feathers here, and I already did. I already offended the Fox News people. But that is insane, to be watching the movie, more than once. Now, okay, maybe he waited, maybe there was a 10 years span, and he ended up watching it again, and he said, oh, okay, cool. Or The Sopranos, or whatever those shit was. Is that the movie? No, that's Godfather. Oh my God, people watching 500 times The Godfather. No, you watch it once, that's it. You did it. You don't need to see it again. That's like watching reruns of The Brady Bunch, or as a kid, I ended up watching a lot of Brady Bunch stuff, and the Flintstones. You watch the reruns. It's like, no, I already seen it. I don't want to see this again. Why are we seeing this again? I don't like watching something again. If I've seen it already, I don't want to see it again. Now, NBC had a great kind of like an ad campaign or something to get people to watch their programming. And they were saying, well, if you hadn't seen it already, well, then it's new to you. It's new to you. Like, if because they're basically saying we got reruns, because it's summertime or something. And so their whole campaign was, Well, if you haven't seen it yet, then it's new to you. It's like, yeah, I guess so. But for most people, we've already seen it and we don't want to see it again. Though it's true, I did not, anyway. Okay. I'm a big fan of being disjointed in the process of painting and being sidetracked. So thanks again for being part of that. Thanks again. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. If you want to find out more about Let's Paint TV, go to letspainttv.com. And now my website is, granted, is not very, it's not the top of the line. It's not like it's been, it hasn't been cleaned up by any kind of professional consulting group or anything like that. So it looks like crap, no doubt. But yeah, when I was a kid, it was very popular for everyone to go see Jaws. Like to go see Jaws, and they would like, I went there, seen Jaws 15 times and 20 times, 100 times. Like, whoa, why? Why would you do that? I think I just got bit. Just an update, mosquito update. Now, I'm seeing this guy here. This guy needs to be a little more heavy, a little larger than life. I had a little meager operation going on here. You need to be bigger. Okay, that guy's there. Okay, so I know what this guy is. This guy's kind of strange. It almost seems like, what are you doing here? That's actually a leaf. So let's try to make you more of a leaf. Some kind of a leaf. See, I think I kind of screwed that up. So let's get this guy here. That breaks up that space. Yeah. There's some weird stuff going on here. Let's see here. We can go. This guy. Let's just kind of add you there. That's not really. Actually, that was this, but we'll just kind of let that be. It's kind of needed to be something. You needed something here, my friends. You needed to be figured out if you can. Die Hard's a good movie. I remember that. That's a good movie. I mean, in terms of in terms of favorite action heroes, in a weird way, they're all good. They can be all good. I mean, like I'm thinking, and instantly I have fond memories of Bruce Willis as a action hero. I have fond memories of Charles Bronson as an action hero. Who else? Maybe not so much Sylvester Stallone. I don't know. I don't think. I have a hard time getting past him switching over from Rocky, then being Rambo. I don't know. Somehow I didn't ever buy into I just didn't buy into the Rambo thing, I guess. Yeah, wasn't not my cup of tea, I guess. Stop making sense. I'm constantly trying to make sense, and it's maybe not necessary. To make sense. Like, do I really need to make sense all the time? Okay, we're just kind of seeing. I gotta look at this painting now. It's kind of putting me off a little bit in terms of maybe not necessarily. Kind of, it's like going in a different direction. Like, I don't know if I really like what's going on and stuff. Let me wipe away some of these drops are bothering me. So let me wipe away that if we can. Get rid of some of these drops because they're clearly there, and I just don't think it's what I want to have. So let's just get rid of some of these drops. Here they are. It's too many drops. I'm not going to get rid of them all, but let's get rid of some or most of them. There. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one there. Okay, that helped. Feels better. I feel better. I feel better about myself. But yeah, I mean, painting. I'm no fan of staring at a painting forever, but I gotta say that's probably one of the more enjoyable things when you do sit in front of a painting, either one that you painted yourself or one that you're looking at, maybe one at a museum or a gallery or just somewhere else, a friend's painting, and you're able to just sort of enjoy the brush work and the story that you feel like that's unveiling in front of you. It's quite it can be invigorating to some degree. Anyway, I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the fact that you guys are here. No, I have not watched Ancient Aliens on the History Channel. Though I was on Action Bronson's watches Ancient Aliens show on Vice, and that was fun. So indirectly, I ended up watching a little bit of that. Okay, guys, we're gonna sign off here and say goodbye. We're just kind of knocking down, just doing the 1 hour here today. But we kind of made the transition. We made a transition here, and that is the I think the epilogue of the consensus of the existence of ourselves here tonight, and that is we keep going and keep trying and explore, and if we fail, embrace failure. We embrace failure. So how about that, my friends? Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be on again tomorrow night. And we'll go from there, okay? So we moved on to the oils. And I'm just kind of enjoying looking at it. But I'm not gonna spend any time working on it tonight. I'm just kind of had to get into it, and we'll try to come back to it tomorrow. Yeah, good times, good times. Maybe some stuff needs to be broken down or not. I don't know. Okay, but we're just gonna look at it or not. And these gloves, that's wow. Take those gloves off. Thanks again, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I am Mr. Let's Paint. Over and out. Bye-bye.